This video is brought to you by the 3 Minute Ball Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Arceus Society in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. It has no solo mode. It's a game for 2 to 6 players, playing time is short to medium, and it's a pretty simple game. You are members of the Arceus Society, a group of 20th century relic hunters plundering the world to fill the museums of imperial powers. Can you launch the biggest expeditions and explore the most sites? The game lasts for 2 or 3 seasons, and each season ends immediately once the third monkey card is drawn from the deck. The winner is the player with the most points, and you get those mostly from collecting sets and advancing on site tracks. Drafting. You will draft cards from the face-up display. Set collection. Cards have a type and a color, and collecting these sets is the key to winning. Card management. You can hold up to 10 cards in your hand at once. Player turn. The game comes with 12 types of cards. For each game you play, select 6 of them. Shuffle them all together and then cut the deck. Shuffle the 3 monkey cards into the bottom half. Each player starts with 1 card in hand, and there are some cards in the face-up display. On your turn, you may do one of 2 actions. The first is to draw a card, and you may do this from the display or take a random one from the top of the deck. Note that when players take a card from the display, it is not immediately replaced. The second action is to make an expedition out of card sets. Here are the 6 cards we have in our hand. We can make a set of photographers, as they are the same card type, and we could lead that set with either the blue or purple photographer. What card is on top matters for 2 reasons. The first is each color matches one of the site tracks. If your set of cards is equal to or higher than the number ahead of your marker, you would advance. Here we have 2 cards, and purple is 4 and blue 3, so our photographers would not advance us. We can make a purple set of 3, but that still isn't enough to advance, unless we lead with the guide. Because the second reason the card on top matters is its class, and each class has a different special ability when they are the leader of an expedition. The guides is that the group counts as being 1 bigger in order to move on a site track. The pilot special is that you can advance on a second track as well, so we can advance on the blue and yellow track. Each expedition you send out in a season is stored by your player board, and it's worth points at the end of each season. Any cards not used are discarded face up into the display. Each of the 12 leaders has a different power. For example, the cartographer can let you play a second set of cards out of your hand, the linguist lets you advance on this track, which rewards victory points and site track advancements, and the curator lets you collect relics from each colored track for bonus points. The photographer counts as being 1 set bigger than it is for scoring. You also score points based on your marker's location on each and every track. Why would you like this game? First of all, Arceus Society is a reworking of the game Ethnos, but it's not just a retheming. That game was quite a confrontational area control game. Arceus Society is a lot more chill. The fundamental simplicity of your turn being to draw either 1 card or play a set is neato, and really easy to teach, while also providing plenty of brain ache as you wonder if you can draw just 1 more card. And the fact you have to discard every unused card is just brilliant, and adds tension to the game while making hoarding pointless. And the double-sided sideboards combined with the various wacky powers on the 12 sets of cards will entertain people who need variable setups. Oh, and the storage solution is very simple and clever. All up, a game for lots of groups and far more appealing and accessible than ugly old Ethnos. The best thing about this game is the tension you get when 2 of the monkeys are already on the table and the next card might end the game. However, Ethnos was an in-your-face game, and if that appealed to you, then Arceus Society is a totally different vibe. You might be better off staying in Slovakia with the trolls. Oh, and the students are marked cards, which is slightly annoying once you notice it. Want something with a little bit more biff? Try Libertalia. And for a bigger set collection game, track down Museum. Arceus Society. Its gold medal is now on display at the British Museum. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.